everybody. Hope you're good. Been practicing. So today we're going to be talking about the number 9. Right? Simple. Now the number 9 comes to play in music because we spoke about intervals earlier. But when we flip things around, we call those inversions. And that's where the number 9 comes in. So say for example, interval of a second, third, fourth, etc. If you flip those, then you're really doing an inversion of them. And the rule is simple. All you do is subtract that number from 9. So if your interval is about a second, if we subtract it from 9, we should be able to get a 7th, right? And if we have a third interval, the inversion is a 6. So here, yeah. So to invert an interval, you subtract the number from 9. So that's, for example, 9 minus 3 gives you 6. So if we want an inversion of this, we go, that's the inversion, the 6th, right? And that's how number 9 comes in play. So today, what matters is for your hands, your ears, and your chord voicings to be in collaborating mode for this episode of using the number 9 in number theory. Are you ready? Are you ready to go? Let's go. So when you play a chord in root position, that's 1, 3, 5, and your hand spans a fifth from 1, 5, and I usually call it 5-finger position. So when you're in 5-finger position, it's like your thumb is on the first key. In the case we're using C, all the 5 notes you have at access. So you have all of those 5 notes. So if you play a 1, 3, 5, you're already in 5-finger position, so you can easily get 1, 3, 5 from that. When you play the first inversion of this C chord, we're going to have 3, 5, 1. So the span now becomes a 6. And how we get the inversion is from the lowest note to the highest note. So from E to C, that gives you a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So that's the 9 rule in action. 1, 3, 5, flipped. 3, 5, 1. Then you get a 6, right? So the third moves to a 6. Then if you play C major in a root position, now move the bottom note, which is a C, up to the top. We get E, G, C. Your hand should feel different as well. The sound is also smoother. It's really voice leading, right? So we're gonna play chord in root position, then first inversion, then second inversion. We did a little introduction to that earlier. So root, first inversion, second inversion. So in the, that's a 6, then root becomes 4th in second inversion. So that's 9 minus 5 is 4. And we can break it. Bounce around with it. So in terms of positioning of chords, root position chords sound a little bit more stable and grounded, right? Root position. First inversion sounds a little bit lighter. Yeah. Third is usually in the bass in the first inversion, and the second inversion sounds a little bit suspended, where the fifth is in the bass, right? So root, home tonic is in the bass, first inversion, the third is in the bass, second inversion, the fifth is in the bass. So you notice we're moving up in thirds, right? So root, first, second, key, So listen to the lowest note, and probably that will give an idea where the position of the chord is in, right? So practice those simple inversions, any key, any position. And get used to hearing them. Simple inversions number 9. Flipping intervals, simple as that. Next time we're going to be talking about the number 3. So far we've covered number 7, number 8, number 5, number 9. We're on to number 3. Happy practicing intervals and inversions. See you next time.